Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube video. In the math series today, we are going to talk about algebra. So, what is algebra? Well, it is very similar to arithmetic, which of course it contains addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. But what is the difference? What's the difference with a standard arithmetic and algebra? Well, algebra contains the element of an unknown. It contains so many different symbols in the standard alphabetic letters, but of course the most common one is X. Now, we're going to talk about adding and subtracting in algebra and how it works. For example, 1 plus what equals 3. So, X stands for an unknown, and you have to figure out what number it is that will make 1 to 3. But of course, the X in this one is 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Or 3 minus 2 equals what? But of course, that is 1. And there are so many different problems that you have to figure out what it is. But because this is all in different problems, each X contains a different value. That's okay if it's in a different problem. But what is not okay is having different numbers in a single, in the same symbol, in the same problem at the same time is not okay, because it can be very confusing. I hope you guys understood what I said. So, yeah. So, for example, if you see something like this, x plus x equals 20, it always means the same value if it's in the same problem. For example, x plus x is value to 10 plus 10 equals 20. But if you want to do a different value, if you see 30x or 6x or 2x's, well, in a very smart equations, each x's all contain the exact same value if it's in the same problem. So if you want to do a different number, we have to use a different symbol. For example, a plus b equals 20, which also equals to 12 plus 8 equals 20. So, is it okay to have x in it to represent the different number in the same problem? No. But can the multiple different symbols represent the same number? Yes. And here's the example. A plus b equals 2. So, if a is 0, then b must be 2. If a equals 1, then b must be 1. If a equals 2, then b equals 0. The values can change depending on one side, but it can have the same value if it's same on both sides. For example, 1 plus a equals 1, then b equals 1 too. So values can be variable or vary or change. So now we're going to talk about multiplying in algebra. So 4 times what equals 8, or 5 times 5 equals what? So you have to find the value of what makes from 4 to 8 4 times x equals 8. But of course, in this equation, 4 times 2 equals 8. But if you're multiplying in algebra, instead of writing 3 times x equals 6, we write it like this. We write as 3x equals 6. Because 3x is a standard default operation of 3 times x. But if you do have if you write it like this as x3 equals 6, it's not really recommended because some people might get quite confused by that, because it might look like times 3 equals 6. So if you're doing the algebra as number and then the letter, it's always better to do number first, so it's less confusing. So 3x equals 6 is recommended. Now we're going to talk about parentheses in multiplication. Right ways of multiplying. So if you have parentheses on both numbers, 2 parentheses of 2 and 5, that's also correct. Or you could have just one parentheses in a digit number. For example, if you have parentheses in 2 but not in 5, that is also correct. Or you could have 2 times 5 equals 10. You could put the multiplication symbol as well. But if you put the two numbers together, for example, 2 and 5, without any parentheses or multiplication symbol, this is going to become like a single digit number, 25. And because, it's going to turn to 25. So 2x equals 10, but not okay to have 2 5 equals 10, because that's going to make 25, which is not the same as 2 times 5 equals 10. Now, dividing in algebra. So instead of writing as 40 divided by x equals 4, we write it as a fraction form. 40x equals 4. And remember, 40 divided by 10 is not the same as 10 divided by 40, because they become as different numbers. Different answers, I mean. So why is algebra so important? Is it what you call a problem that you have to figure out in a math class? Well, in algebra, it's used to help predict things in the future. For example, you could use algebra for telescopic lenses, housing roofs, population growth, science, engineering, computer programming, and so much more. So algebra is the most important math branch in the world. So in the next video we're going to solve balanced equations, but you're probably quite confused about how I explain things, because I have disability and I can't think fast enough to speak clearly. So if you're very confused, I recommend you rewatch this video. That will help you understand things better. So that's what you should be doing anyway, while you wait for the next video to come up, which will show how to solve balanced equations. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here because it's been almost 10 minutes now. So like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you want to get more, if you want to get notified for the future videos. I'm going to say once again, this YouTube channel is not just about math, it's also about so many different things like space, biology, physics, and of course the math, and many more stuff. Okay, so if you're confused, I recommend you rewatch this video. So yeah, I'll end the video here. So once again, like, subscribe, notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio. Have a wonderful day.